Hello everyone, this is Jazzy Cat and today I am trying a new style of video. So today I'm going to be doing a commentary / reaction video to the top 10 rides in Epic Universe by DFB Guide. Now the reason I'm doing this video is because I'm actually planning a trip to go to Universal with my boyfriend within the next couple of years. And I've already been to Universal twice. I've been to Universal Studios Florida, and I've been to the Islands of Adventure. So I know those parks really well. But if you're a theme park fan like me, you know that Epic Universe is the newest theme park that is opening up at Universal. And as somebody who likes to pre-plan literally everything when it comes to a trip, especially as an adult now, I really try to plan things as best I can with budgets, with food that I want to do, with rides that I want to do, where I want to stay, how I want to get there. This is very important for me. So I thought, hey, why not bring you guys along too? So I hope you guys enjoy this video, and if it does really well, then I'll probably do other videos like this, doing commentary, reaction videos of other things while I'm planning my trip. So let's get started.
We're about to rank the rides of Universal Orlando's Epic Universe, and believe me, this was a lot tougher than we thought it would be. Once we get up to those best of the best rides, the competition heats up and the winner might surprise you.
Oh, those are so cute. Okay, I'm going to stop and start the video a lot. I'm just going to tell you that now. I love Mario. I really do. And I love these little cute trophies of all the trophies you can get in the game. Now, I'm going to tell you before I really get into this video that I am more excited for some of the parks. Others I'm not so excited for. I would say the ones that I'm the most excited for are Mario Land, obviously. As I've just described, I love Mario. But also, I'm really excited for the Island of Berk, the How to Train Your Dragon world, because that was a movie franchise that I grew up with as a kid. And I'm really excited to see it basically in real life, like bringing the movie into real life. I think it's gonna be so cool. So I'll probably be stopping and starting a lot for those sections. Now the other sections, Dark Universe, I'm excited for, but I don't really know that much about the Universal monsters as much as I do the other places. So I'm excited for it, but I've also seen some things that I'm not too excited about. This is just the top 10 rides, so it won't be doing like restaurants, it won't be doing like bars or lounges or other things like that, or shops. And I do have my opinions about some of the restaurants that they've put into Dark Universe and other areas of Epic Universe, but again, this is just the rides, obviously, as it states up there. It's just the rides. So the other places, oh yeah, in Celestial Park, that's like the main hub area, but the main hub area also has some rides, so I'm assuming they're going to be on this list. They look cool enough. Celestial Park is mostly going to have restaurants and bars and stuff like that, so again, that won't be in this list. But I'm excited for that too. Am I missing a place? I don't think I am. So I'm just stopping it now to tell you that I love these. I love these trophies. I'm not very good at Mario Kart myself, but I do love seeing the little trophies that you get in the games, and I just love this little homage to, I really like the, I don't know which one's really my favorite. I do really like not the star flower, the fire flower, and I really like the green shell one. The star one's pretty cool too. It's kind of a little flimsy looking to me, and that one, the mushroom, why is it like white there but it's yellow there? Like, I don't remember the trophy having yellow spores, but maybe that's just the lighting, or maybe that's just me forgetting. The crown kind of looks a little cheap, not gonna lie. That's kind of sad. I like crowns, so it's a little sad to see it be that cheap looking, but anyway, let's keep going. Oh, there's a lightning bolt. I didn't even get to the lightning bolt one. Go back, wait.
The best rides, the competition heats up, and the winner
wait.
Wait.
I didn't get to see the
rides, the competition.
Oh, the banana one. They don't show it very well.
The best of the best rides,
the banana ones looks fine. This one, I don't know why they put this weird like background behind it, like a cat background. Why didn't they just do it like all the other ones and have it be by itself? Also, where are the stripes? Like, okay.
Competition heats up and the winner might surprise you.
Where's the lightning bolt? The lightning bolt, oh, they don't really show that well. Doesn't look that great either, but okay. This isn't even about the ride. I'm just already stopping and starting for this. Just
hey
to look at
AJ for Disney Food Vlog.
decorations.
Ready to find out which ride is hands down the best, cannot miss ride in Epic Universe, and which ones you can definitely skip if you run out of time. Here at DFB Guide, we're ranking the top 10 rides in Epic Universe to find the most thrilling, most exciting, and the most innovative rides.
All right, let's go.
Universal's
Here we go. That's one of the rides
Park.
I'm
And
most
worry,
excited about to
you've
go
ridden them all
to with Mario
several
Kart.
times at this point. Number 11 on our list. We're starting worst to best here, friends. Constellation Carousel.
Oh,
We have to
yeah,
give
they have a
shout-out,
carousel in the
honorable
Celestial
mention to
Park.
The 11th ride of Epic Universe.
I'm not
that
gonna
just
go
didn't
on
make the cut
carousel.
in our
I'm an
top
adult.
10 list. Without a doubt,
I'm not
every
gonna go on
single
any
ride in
kids,
Epic
so I'm not
Universe
planning
is
on going
fun,
on this
but
one.
The other rides in the park are a little bit better.
This looks
now,
pretty,
this
though.
is not quite your ordinary carousel, so credit where credit is due. Universal did a great job with making a carousel something a little more fun and whimsical. This one is themed around, constellations, so the animals you're riding are represented in the night sky. The movement of the carousel is also
Where's the
unique in
Aries?
that
I'm
the
an
animals will
Aries.
kind of twirl and dance rather than
Oh,
just
the
racing
Aries
around
one's
in
kinda pretty.
circles. One thing to note is that while many of the carousel animals seat two, you might want to think twice.
Also,
as it's
I
a
like how the
little
fact that
saddle
you're
in front of
going,
a
like-
big saddle, and you'll be quite
You're
cozy
not
with
going,
your
like,
fellow
in
rider.
a
Great for
straight
kids and
path.
maybe
You
some
see, they're
couples,
like-
but most people will want their own seat.
Okay, like,
there
they're
are
going in a
also
straight
more
path right now,
accommodating
but,
seats
like,
that are a bench type. If you
A little bit earlier in the video, they're going in like different directions. That's pretty cool. Not a lot of carousels I see do that, where you kind of go in different directions while spinning in the circle. You kind of always just go in one straight path going forward, so that's cool.
feel like hoisting yourself up on a celestial steed. Just a heads up though, Universal Orlando does not allow filming on any of their rides. So for rides that are not visible from the outside, we'll be showing you the queue and some other elements.
I just watched a POV for the Ministry of Magic ride, which kind of put me out of this. I'm sure that's going to come up on this list, but that one kind of took me out. I saw the POV and I saw the whole ride and I was like, and the queue, and I was just like, that doesn't look that great, to be honest.
And explaining the plot. There will be mild
Here we go.
spoilers,
Here's
but
part
you
of
won't
the
see ride footage of
Ministry
Harry
of
Potter and the
Magic
Battle
one.
at the Ministry or Monsters Unchained, for example. Number 10, Dragon Racers Rally. So get ready for an arm workout. Dragon Racers Rally comes in at the bottom of our top 10
This one I
list
actually think
today.
would be cool
It's
to go
definitely
on.
a great ride, but to really get the most out of it, you've got to put in some effort. This is a spin on an aerial carousel, and if you're afraid of heights, this one might
Aerial
not be
carousel.
for you. Think Astro Orbiter and Magic
I did
Kingdom
not
in
think it was
terms
gonna
of
be called
height.
that.
If you don't work on flapping those wings, you're going to have an experience pretty similar to Astro Orbiter, where you leisurely cruise around in a circle going up and down with the ride's axis. But if you want to kick the thrills up a notch, start moving those wings as soon as the ride begins to get a full rotation and flip upside down. It's
Oh.
almost like a rowing motion.
That's how you go upside down. Okay, I've been seeing other videos of people on this ride and trying. I even saw like a POV, another POV video of this ride, but it didn't really show it that well. But I know how people are going upside down. I'm like, how do you go upside down? You gotta flap those wings like your life depends on it in order to get them to go. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense if you create enough drag and you. I'm literally, you can't see me because I don't have a webcam yet, but I'm literally flapping my hands back and forth. The amount of drag that you can produce, I guess that would, while it's spinning in its circular path, it would make it, eventually you would like get enough drag, you would go upside down, which would be cool. However, I'm okay with going upside down on roller coasters. I don't know how I'd feel about going upside down on this. I'm gonna be a little scary, especially depending on how you're actually sitting in the ride. Like, if you're strapped in pretty well, then yeah, I probably would be fine with it. But I don't know. I might just do it enough when I'm there to just kind of get the feeling of the dragon flying. But I don't think I'm gonna do it enough to get enough drag to actually go upside down, not underneath. Unless my boyfriend is like, we have to go upside down, and he's on. I don't think he'll be on it with me though. I think it's a one-seater. Or maybe I'll just do it if he dares me to be like, go upside down.
motion to get those wings moving to rock you from side to side and ultimately achieve that flip. If you want to keep moving those wings the entire
Yeah, it looks like
ride
you're a
and keep up the
one-seater,
same
so I don't think I have to
momentum
worry
until you
about
start to feel
him
your
peer
vehicle
pressuring me
tilting
unless he's
higher
peer
and
pressuring
higher,
me in
you're
line.
most likely going to get the flip when the ride starts the incline. Smaller kids and those without some strong arm muscle might struggle with this one, but it's still enjoyable if you don't.
Okay, it's a strap down one, so it goes over your shoulders. Okay, that makes me feel a lot better about going upside down. If it would have just been a little bar, then I would have been like, no. I would have been like, no, I'd rather feel safe. But it's a strap down around the shoulders, so that's a lot better. I feel a lot safer knowing it's that.
Get that inversion, just not quite the best in the park. Number 9, Curse of the Werewolf. Now, Curse of the Werewolf is one of 4 coasters in Epic Universe, and despite those massive werewolf animatronics you encounter, we're ranking this lower in the coaster lineup since it lacks the thrills or more intense theming of Epic's other coasters. The cars on this coaster track have the ability to spin, and based on weight distribution in the car,
Cool.
you'll either spin a lot
I like
or
rides
a whole
that spin.
lot. We wouldn't consider this coaster too intense, though that spinning action does add some thrills.
Okay, I've seen people say this about this ride. It's not going to be super thrilling. I'm a thrill seeker. But I like the fact that it spins. I think that adds an element that's just cool enough for me to be like, okay, I'll give it a try. Even if the coaster is not like super fast. I'm still willing to give it a try because it spins.
Since you don't know which way you'll be facing on those drops and around those turns.
See,
There's
it
been
looks
some
fast enough
criticism
to
of the
me.
netting surrounding
I mean,
this
it's not
ride,
like
but
the
to be
fastest
honest, we
coaster,
were spinning
obviously.
so much and keeping an eye out
But
for
it looks cool
werewolves that the
enough.
netting wasn't a deal breaker for us. Still, the general aesthetic of this ride is a bit lackluster, which is why it lands at number 9 on our list. The
I can
other
see
ride
why.
in Dark
Yeah.
Universe, though, that one could go all the way. Want to be even more prepared for the opening of Epic Universe? We have a free guide with everything.
Okay, I don't need you to go over the guide. Sorry, I'm not commentating on your guide. Yoshi's Adventure. Oh, wait, that's like a kid one, I'm pretty sure. Like a little dinky
Number 8
kid
on
one.
our list, Yoshi's Adventure. Super Nintendo World brings you right into your favorite
See,
classic
look
game.
how cool this area is themed. Like, I cannot get over the fact that the Mario Land is so well themed. Like, if you've been to Universal, you know some areas are a lot more better themed than other areas. I would say, in terms of just theming, the Mario Land is so much better better themed than a lot of other areas. I wish there was like a parkour area. That would have been cool if they could have added a little like parkour area and you pretended to be Mario. I think that was a missed opportunity. They could have easily done it on this mountain. Done like a cool little parkour thing. But in terms of theming, it's so cool. I love it.
Games and
I
Yoshi's
love the
Adventure is a
theming.
continuation.
And that's one of the places I want to go to, Toadstool Cafe. That's one of the new restaurants that I want to go to because all of the food looks so cute and it's so well themed to Mario. Just like in the intro when I was fangirling over the Mario Kart trophies, like this place is just so cool.
Of that. The other rides in this land are great, but this tame ride really makes you feel as if you're inside the world of Mario and gives you some incredible views of Super Nintendo World.
See, that's
This
true.
Is the
It is a
ride
nice
for
ride
littles. It's not scary at
to be able
all,
to
and there's
go
the right
around
amount of
looking at the whole
interactive
park.
element to
But
keep
do I
everyone
really need a
entertained.
ride
Throughout the ride, you're on
to
the lookout
show
for
me the
different
whole park? I don't think so. I don't think I need a whole roller coaster. Not even a roller coaster. It's just like a little train ride almost to show me the park. I can just walk around and see it. Probably faster than the car would go.
different color eggs, which you'll collect by pressing buttons. And older kids who love thrills might be a little bored by this one, but the theming makes it a solidly fun ride that balances out the more thrilling rides of the park. Number 7 on our list, Fire Drill. This is perfect for those
I don't
hot
think I've seen this
Orlando
one.
days.
Oh, no, I
because
have.
There's a good chance you'll get pretty wet on this ride over
Yeah,
in
okay.
Isle of Birth.
Before we go into this, I just want to tell y'all, I'm not trying to do water rides. It's not that I have anything against water rides per se. I do love water rides. However, I don't like the aftermath of being wet. Being soaking wet. So, I won't really probably have much to say on this because I'm probably not going to go on this ride because I'm probably going to avoid water rides at all costs. Now, if my boyfriend wants to go on the water ride, sure. If, you know, it's super, super hot and we're like, it's definitely worth it to go on the ride, especially, like, if we're planning on, like, taking a break during the day to go back to our hotel. Also depends on what hotel we're staying at. If we want to do that, then it might be worth it because you won't be in soaking wet clothes all the time. I'm not bringing clothes with me to the park. Like, you gotta pack light when you go to a theme park. A fanny pack that holds all your stuff. Holds your phone, holds your tickets, holds your sunscreen, holds a charger if you want it. Like, you don't need a lot. You shouldn't bring a lot to theme parks. So extra clothes to me is just extra stuff that I don't need and I don't want to be carrying around. So if I don't say anything for this part, it's probably because I don't plan on going on any water rides.
Work together with your boat crew in order to hit targets, and some of these targets will shoot water back at your boat and battle another boat. This is a really fun ride that does rely on working as a team, so you'll be bonding with your family or making fast friends with those riding with you. If you're sitting toward the front of the boat, aim for that blue X in order to soak the rest of your teammates, or if you're feeling nice, don't do that. You may even get wet in the queue of this ride, as some of those water cannons can reach pretty...
I don't want to get wet in the queue. I'm already going on a water ride. I don't want to have to get wet in the queue waiting for the water ride. It's cute. I like the idea. It looks fine enough. It doesn't look very big, to be honest. I don't know if this is the whole section, but it doesn't look that big. But it's cute. It's cute enough.
High up. Keep that in mind if you're using your phone in the queue. There are dryers located near the ride, and they're themed like a dragon's breathing on.
About these dryers, okay? I've used the dryers before, both at Universal and at other theme parks. The dryers don't do as much as you think they should. Like, they get you, 50% dry, I would say. Like, you're still coming out of it, not soaking wet, but you still feel damp. So, I know there's probably people that are like, oh, if you go on the water ride, they have the dryers, you'll be fine. Like, what's the big deal? The big deal is it only gets you 50% dry. So, no thank you. I still don't want to do it.
On you to dry you off, which is pretty cute. One thing to note, though, there are no lockers in the queue for this ride. There is a crate on board to store some of the things you don't want to get wet, but heads up if you got giant backpacks and stuff.
Which you should not do, as I've said, fanny pack. Don't bring a large book bag. There's no need.
Heading back to Super Nintendo, this is Mario Kart Bowser's...
Okay, here's one of the ones that I'm the most excited for. Probably the most excited for since it's been announced that they were doing a Mario Kart ride. Because I love Mario Kart again. Also, I just think it's really cool to be playing a Mario Kart game in real life and having the effects actually affect the other players. I know it's a AR an AR ride, so it's not, I know some people are a little iffy about that, but I don't really know how else they would be able to do it, honestly, if it wasn't an AR ride. And imagine we didn't have AR. We would not be able to have this kind of ride exist in the first place. So, if you're a little mad about it being AR, I don't really understand why, to be honest. In my humble opinion, I don't understand why people are so mad as an AR ride. I don't see how really any other way they could do it to actually have the effects of the items affect the other players if it wasn't AR.
Challenge at number 6. If you've ever wished you could play Mario Kart in real life, now's the time.
Yeah.
We can actually show you bits of the ride since they have the same ride in Universal Hollywood,
cool.
And they are much less strict with filming guidelines over on the West Coast. Before you ride, you'll be given a little tutorial on how to steer, collect coins, and throw shells. If you're wearing a power-up band, you can sync up with the ride to collect points during each ride too. This one does rely quite a bit on screens, but you are primarily moving through physical sets, making...
Yeah, okay, so that's what people don't really like about it. Now, I will say it's hard to kind of see how the other people are being affected. Again, this is just a person recording it, so I imagine it's a lot easier to see when you're in the AR goggles. So it doesn't look the best in terms of people recording it, but I think it's going to still be a really cool experience actually going on it.
More realistic and well-rounded experience. You are wearing AR visors, so if you're sensitive to
visors, That's what they're called.
Rides,
Visors.
you might get a bit
Not goggles,
disoriented by
visors.
this, but the movement of the ride isn't too spinny or jarring, so most folks will be just fine.
Yeah.
For number 5, this
People are
is
playing for
Minecart
nothing.
Madness. While Minecart Madness isn't the most intense coaster in Epic
What is
Universe,
this?
it
Oh, it's the
definitely
Donkey
will be
Kong
a
ride.
bit
I
too
forgot it
intense
also-
for some folks.
It's
This
Donkey
coaster
Kong
may not
and
be
Mario.
fast, but it's rough. You are getting jostled along as you careen through mines and you jump the track. The track jumping effect
shoot,
is
that's
really
cool.
and there's a bit of a launch to it, so it really does.
Do I
feel
have
like your
this one
coaster
in my
car is
list?
jumping
Where's
into
my
the air.
phone?
As for thrill level, this is still on the beginner coaster end of things, and it is likely a skip for those of you who don't enjoy jerky rides. Then we'd say this
I don't
ride
know,
is
I
a
think it'd
definite
be
must
cool.
do if you're
Even
a
if
major
it's
Donkey
not-
Kong fan. By the by, if you're
Even if it's not super, like, you know, even if it's not super fast or anything, I still think it looks really cool. I don't remember if this is on my list. I'm checking my phone now to see if this one's on my list. It's not. Well, it's getting added. It's getting added underneath Mario Kart Bowser's Challenge coaster. I'm putting the minecart coaster. It might not be fast, but just seeing that one jump convinced me. It looked cool enough.
You're just as excited about Epic Universe as we are, and you can't wait to rep your new favorite theme park land with a new tee? We've got you covered. Over at dfbstore.com.
Oh, sorry. This is more advertising. I wasn't really paying attention because I was still looking at my list. I don't care about your advertising. We're here for the rides.
Number 4 on our list, Hiccups Wing Gliders. We'd still consider Hiccups to be relatively tame coaster, but it is definitely a step up in terms of thrills when compared to many of Disney World's coasters. We'd say it's
You know,
most
this isn't
comparable
on my
to
list
Slinky.
either. And I try to put all of the roller coasters on my list because I love roller coasters. So I'm surprised I missed this one. What was it called again? I'm just going to put Hiccups Coaster. Can I? Hiccups Roller Coaster. Yeah, I'm surprised I missed this one when I was making my original list.
Key Dog Dash in Hollywood Studios, but still very different. For universal comparisons, think along the lines of Hagrid's Motorbike Adventure. Just
Okay,
about the drop
see?
and not quite as fast. You'll still
Okay, yeah, but if you've seen video of Hagrid's coaster, which I have not been on, and that's one that's on my list when I go to Islands of Adventure. It looks cool enough.
Double blocks within the ride, and you'll still get to see some great animatronic sections throughout. Hiccup talks to you the entire ride as you train to fly a real dragon.
Nice.
We'd say the theming on this one is at least a 9 out of 10, and the views from
like
this
when people
coaster
talk to
are
me.
incredible. You get some great vantage points of Isle of Berk. This is a very smooth
See,
gliding
this whole
coaster. It's a
area, again, this whole Island of Berk, I think is the other, like, very well done themed area, and at least in Epic Universe. Very well themed.
perfect introduction to some larger thrills for those who may be averse to more intense coasters, like the next contender on our list. Number 3, Stardust Racers over in
Really?
Celestial Park. Stardust Racers is the big thrill ride of Epic Universe. We've heard people compare this coaster to Velocicoaster.
I didn't know they put
in
the
terms
biggest
of
coaster
intensity
in
and
Celestial
meet and greet.
Park,
This
which-
is a dueling coaster, and you've got 2 sides to choose from, green on the right and yellow on the left. We rode both sides and can say both
You know
are
I'm gonna try
very
both.
thrilling, but a
If I
lot of
can.
folks are
I'm gonna try
gravitating towards
both
the green
sides if I
side
can.
as the hill that drops you into a corkscrew is a little higher than the yellow side. If you can ride front
Ooh,
row
I
on the
don't like
yellow side,
corkscrews,
we'd
though,
say
so maybe
that more
not.
than makes up for the height difference in the thrill factor. Plus, you'll probably save some time waiting in line since so many folks are headed to the green side for that little boost in intensity. This is another incredibly smooth coaster with an impressive amount of airtime and a gorgeous aesthetic. It's easily ranking as one of, if not the best coaster in Orlando for us, but it's not quite.
Yeah, that actually surprises me that they put the most thrilling roller coaster in Celestial Park, because they always talk about how Celestial Park is basically just the hub. It's not just the hub, obviously, but it is the area that the other portals to the other worlds go to. So it honestly surprises me that they don't really have any major roller coasters in those portals, and they put them in the main hub, Celestial Park. I guess that makes Celestial Park more of a standout area than people are giving it credit for. I do have a lot of things on my list of things I want to do when I go to Epic Universe that is in Celestial Park. Again, it's mostly catered to like the bars and restaurants there, but you know, that's good to know that the fastest roller coaster, the most extreme roller coaster, I guess, will be in Celestial Park. That's good knowledge to have in my brain hole.
Wait, the best ride in Epic Universe. As we get into the very tough decision of the top 2 rides here, I wanted to share a few quick tips that might help you out on your day at Epic Universe.
I don't need tips. Just give me the rides. Ooh, that was a cool Bowser. Ministry of Magic is going to be either the second or the first one. And I'm going to tell you, it's not as good as they're going to say it is. I guarantee it.
Number 2 on our list, Monsters Unchained: The Frankenstein Experiment.
I've heard really good things about this one.
The thrill of watching a monster movie without being too intense of a ride in itself. We'd say dark and spooky is the vibe over straight up scary. As for the ride itself, it's very similar to Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey in Islands of Adventure.
Good.
But this
That's my
inside arm
favorite
that will twist,
Harry
tilt,
Potter
and turn
ride.
you to face different elements of the ride. The movement seemed a lot more fluid than on Forbidden Journey, though motion sickness is still going to be a concern for a lot of folks with this one. You are moving and
Fortunately, I don't have
tilting
that
a
problem.
lot, so it can easily mess with
Normally
your
when I
equilibrium.
go on roller coasters,
Story-wise, Victoria
I don't have
Frankenstein has been conducting
motion sickness
experiments
problem.
on the monsters, and she's attempting to bring Dracula under her control. The experiment goes wrong, and Dracula releases all the monsters who are then chasing you.
Nice.
Bummer. There are so many animatronics, and they are huge. Most of them move with incredible fluidity and impressive speed.
That girl animatronic, the Frankenstein's daughter, that one looks really cool. That one looks really solid.
There are some moments of jump scares from the monsters, but nothing like Halloween
Great. I
Horror
love being
Nights.
jump scared.
Again, spooky, not scary, though we can easily see it being a bit too much for some anxious kiddos. Overall, this is one you should not
Feeling I'm
miss if
having
you're
any
visiting
kids come
Epic
with me.
Universe. It encapsulates the vibe of Dark Universe and the immersion and theming that is a major part of Epic Universe as a whole.
They
And
really
our
put
number
Ministry
one
of Magic
today,
at number 1,
Harry
didn't
Potter and the
Okay. I don't think this one is as good as they're going to say it is. I'm honestly shocked they put this at number 1. Because it is the one that has probably the most, like, you know, Universal is known for their rides that have the interactive screens. The whole ride, you're interacting with screens. And the screens do things that then happen in real life. My favorite ride at Universal is The Amazing Spider-Man. The Adventures of Amazing Spider-Man, I think. The Amazing Adventures of Spider-Man. Whatever it is. And I love that ride because it does have mostly the entire ride is interacting with screens, but those screens interact with the car, and every villain that Spider-Man goes up against directly impacts your car, and I think that is just really cool. This does not have that, okay? From the POV that I saw, and I'm just talking just the ride, not the queue, just the ride itself, there is nothing that really interacts with the car. There is certain points where, like, one of the wizards will, like, you know, cast a spell, and the spell will knock your car back and spin you out or something, or, you know, they'll move you to a new area. But it's not like the Spider-Man ride. The Spider-Man ride, you got, like, a person that shoots water at you, and then you got a person that, like, shoots fire at you, and you got a person that electrocutes your car. There is nothing like that. It's mostly just watching the characters interact with each other. It's like the Gringotts roller coaster. And the Gringotts roller coaster is a ride that I will go on again because it is cool enough for me to go on again. But again, it's just not as good as the Hogwarts ride. Even the Hogwarts ride itself is more interactive. You don't necessarily interact with the screens the same way as, like, The Amazing Spider-Man, but with all the other animatronics and all the other special effects, it's still better. So I disagree highly that this Battle at the Ministry, the Ministry of Magic ride, is the best ride there. They're going to try to convince you. It's just not as good.
Battle at the Ministry. The queue alone here is jaw-dropping. It includes one of the most incredible...
Okay, they are going to talk about the queue. I think the queue is also just subpar. There are elements of it that I think are cool. But again, compared to, like, the Hogwarts queue is way better. The Gringotts queue is also just okay. But I even think the Gringotts queue is a little bit better than the queue in this ride.
practical effects when you literally travel by Flu Network.
I do like the fact that you get a little
this ride tells a little
smoke
side
when you enter
story
your
where
Flu.
We get a front row seat
You
to
get
the
teleported.
trial of Dolores Umbridge. But things go wrong, and she escapes, and from there, the ride follows.
And this
Harry,
area
Ron,
is
and
cool
Hermione,
too. The little kitty cat. I love kitty cats. I mean, my name is Jazzy Cat. I love kitty cats. I do think this place is cute. Oh, there's the shoe. The first time I watched this, when I watched the POV of the queue, I was like, where's your shoe? And didn't even realize it was down there.
They chase Umbridge and some Death Eaters through the Ministry. You're going to find yourself in parts of the Ministry we haven't seen on film before. The Department of Magical Creatures and in the Time Room. The ride itself is a motion simulator and does use screens, but the technology is way beyond that of other Wizarding World rides in Universal Studios and Islands of Adventure. There are no 3D glasses, and it's hard to tell at times what parts of the ride are screens and which are physical sets or animatronics.
No, it's not. There is, I can tell the entire time. What is a animatronic? What is a screen? Don't let them lie to you. Don't let them tell you anything different. You can definitely tell.
All those elements are in the ride, but they blend together.
Little cute little robot cleaner
robot.
robot.
Some small drops in this ride, similar to Rise of the Resistance, but not quite as intense.
Also, I have a problem with this. Okay, you're in like a... I thought the ride was going to be like a jury box. I mean, you're in a jury box. I thought it was going to be like, oh, you go into the ride, and the ride starts with you like in the trial, and then something happens during the trial and everything falls apart. You don't even get to the trial until the end. So I'm just like, why am I in a jury box if I'm not even in the trial? It should have been the elevator. It starts with an elevator. It doesn't start in a jury box. It doesn't start in a trial.
Also quite similar to
That's
the
just my
Amazing
gripe.
Adventures of Spider-Man and Islands of Adventure.
It is not like this ride in Spider-Man. Don't do my man wrong like that. I'm getting angry now. Don't do my Spider-Man. Don't do Spidey like that wrong.
Definitely going to be the most popular ride in Epic Universe, which is why, even during previews, it's already using a virtual queue.
It will.
Currently, you can join the
It
queue
will
at
definitely
3
be the most
times
popular
throughout
ride.
the day,
I will concede
12
that.
p.m., 3 p.m., and 6 p.m. That early time will likely fill up fast. We've had better luck with the later queue drops. Wi-Fi has also been a bit
I've heard about the
finicky in
virtual
park,
queue.
so if you can,
I'm not
don't
gonna worry
use
about
the
that till I get
universal
there.
Wi-Fi when attempting to join the virtual queue. All right, so which are you most...
Okay, so overall, I still haven't really changed very much in my list. I added 2 of the roller coasters, but I didn't take anything out. I still have most of my viewpoints are the same. But overall, I think this is going to be really cool. I think they do really have really, really good rides here, and I'm very excited. So let me know if you liked this commentary video, this reaction video. And if you do, I'll do more while I figure out more stuff about my trip. Yeah. Like and subscribe if you liked it. Comment down below if there's anything else you want to see. And I'll see you all later. Bye.